Great opportunity to break the deadlock with this series tied up at 1 apiece. We are ready for action in the Cricket West Indies third one-day international between West Indies and New Zealand here at Providence Stadium in Guyana. After some early morning rain, it has given way to bright sunshine. We return to the surface on which match number 1 was played, where the West Indies chased 267. They have to set today, but that surface didn't offer as much, minusculely, as much as ODI number 2. So this opening partnership will be hoping that they can blossom. Akeem Ogis in particular, if he gets a start, has to start kicking on as a young cricketer. Will there be any swing for Jacob? There is a bit of swing, but too straight. You could hear Jacob say that he thinks it's going down leg. That's what the bowler says. Timing, that's all it was. Absolute timing. That wasn't a bad delivery either. That's one of the reasons you saw Jacob Duffy in the previous over with a deep square for Akeem Ogis. It's not that short, but he pulls 19 without loss. Ooh, tight. Oops. Oops, oops, oops. He's down. He's down at the non-striker's end. He clutched, I think, hamstring. Can I assure you it's not cramp? Ouch. Quite an inglorious sight, actually, for any player having to be carted off.
Powerfully struck. Full face of the bat presented. Wasn't aerial for a long time. Went big. Santner circles and completes the catch. Wow! Has ended prematurely.
I just wonder if it's another slower delivery, but certainly it's another disappointing end for Akeem Ogis. But look at that spectacular catch from Santner. Tracked it well. Really good judgment. Ogis goes for 26, 38 for 1. Down the ground. Wonderful strike over pitch. And there was some viciousness in that stroke to bring up the 50 for the West Indies.
Gone full again. Same result. Back-to-back fours. Casey Carty gets a move on.
I'm sorry,
well, he's got one away, Casey Carty, and he'll feel unleashed. I know the crowd here at Providence likes it.
Yes, Lennox!
Well, that's it. Jayden Lennox, having had such a successful outing in the second ODI, picks up his first here today, and it's that of the captain.
This almost mirrors that dismissal in the second ODI. Beating him between bat and pad. What a tremendous delivery from Lennox. Getting the success. A scream of roar of delight, rather. And Shea Hope has to go back for 8 West Indies. 67 for 2.
How about the reverse? This one's going high, and there's a fielder there. Easily taken in the end.
Yeah, it's a shot that we don't see a lot of West Indians playing. We did see Shea Hope attempt a reverse sweep that went straight to a fielder. Rutherford this time looking to be innovative. Perhaps being hit too high up on the bat. Quite aerial as well. Didn't get it in the direction that he was perhaps aiming for, behind square. And straight to that fielder instead. So he has to go back 4 of 14 deliveries. West Indies 72 for 3.
Powerfully swept by Carty. Gets a bat on that, just enough. It will challenge the boundary. In fact, it gets there. And that's what they want him to do, and he does it well. No easy single available on the leg side. He opts to go over the infield and for 4. Hetmeyer goes big, very big. This is what he's known for, among other things. Goes again, and it's 6 again. Shimron Hetmeyer in full flow in front of his adoring fans.
Yes!
That's gone. Put the mockers on him. Kesey Carty had been going so nicely here. He wants to have a look at this.
Original decision out. Pitching outside off. Impact on line. Wickets umpire's call. Alex, stay with your original out decision. Stand by. You're on screen. Make a signal, please.
Well, heartbreak for Kesey Carty and the West Indies. Too short of a half century. You can see there, he thought he was in with a chance. In fact, umpire's call. Alex Wharf deemed it out, and so it shall be. Kesey Carty goes for 48, and the Windies 121 for 4. This one very easily taken on the square boundary.
Too high risk. Not appreciating the situation of the game, having just lost Kesey Carty. Was the top scorer of the innings. Shimron Hetmeyer should be disappointed with that stroke. More responsibility was required from him. Not the format to play that type of stroke. He departs for 26, 128 for 5. That's close, and that's given. Straight, wicket to wicket. Himo Paul thinks he has a chance with the review.
Original decision out. Pitching in line, impact in line. Wickets hitting. Dighton, stay with your original out decision. Stand by. You're on screen. Make a signal, please.
Well, wickets falling in a procession here for the West Indies. Himo Paul goes for 4, and it's 128 for 6.
Yes, Leno.
Well, what about Jayden Lennox? This young man had a fifer in the last one-day international, and he's 3 for 50 right now off his 8.5. Outstanding stuff from the Kiwi, and another one down for the Windies.
Was that drift? Was the straighter ball just going in the opposite direction? He was waiting for that to come into him, Moti. It just held its line, clipped the off stump. Moti goes without scoring. It's another one down. West Indies 129 for 7.
He'll get to 200. What about a lusty blow down the ground?
Yes, Leno.
Well, an absolute hush around the ground here. Played defensively, missed, and Jayden Lennox hit. 4 for.
Another real beauty from wide. Just angling in, enticing the defensive approach, but the exposure of that off stump just creates the opportunity. And he grabs it. Lennox. He spun a web once more. Joseph gone for 7, 137 for 8.
Yes.
And he gets it. And that's the end of the innings for West Indies as well. Santner with some smart bowling. It's 2 runs more for West Indies.
Yeah, the pace at which he bowled that delivery, very slow from Santner. He is so skillful. Carrier bowls the same thing, left unorthodox. Even Santner is impressed with that. Carrier had absolutely no idea. West Indies will end on 140 for 9. John Campbell retired hurt, retired out. And it would be a similar chase to what we saw a few nights ago for New Zealand, where they hauled down 138 to level the series. West Indies, well, they'll need to pull something of a miracle. Conditions are still challenging for the batters. This is the West Indian effort. They were sent in. Campbell had to retire hurt. Mugi's got a start again, but gave his wicket away again. Casey Carty fought bravely for his 48. Hope was undone by a beauty from Lennox. Rutherford and Hetmeyer, Paul, all disappointing in terms of their manners of dismissal.
And again, that man, Jayden Lennox, a standout for New Zealand, 4 wickets. All of them keeping the stumps in play. Bold and LBW. Bracewell and Santner contributing as well. West Indies bowled out for 140. New Zealand require 141 for victory.
New Zealand will have 141 to chase down to take a series lead.
They have runs on the board and they'll believe that they can get 10 wickets and can secure a win. Many would say it's quite far-fetched, given what we've seen from New Zealand with the bat, especially in that last game. They had 35 for that opening partnership and a little bit of a stumble before Tom Latham.
Starts wide, and it will be a 4, the first of the innings for New Zealand. Really good timing from Young.
And you can say served up by Alzarri Joseph, because it was in that slot, there was wit on it. Young wasn't concerned about significant swing. That's not something in Alzarri Joseph's armory. So he allows his hands to go through the ball.
That's where he can score. And the control in that shot is what's most impressive. All along the ground for 4.
And very graceful too. Didn't appear rushed. Had the clarity of thought to choose the reverse sweep as an option. And the timing impeccable.
With the Kiwis with nothing to lose here. What pace on that ball. How beautifully timed in the end for a boundary. Given the reprieve and making the most of it.
Not too dissimilar from the shot that he tried to play the ball before, where the LBW was claimed and then reviewed. I'd love to see from our ball tracking where that pitch compared to the ball before. Quick outfield though. Just got to hold his length back just a touch, Alzarri.
Everything going the way of the Black Caps. Back-to-back boundaries. And a productive time here for the visitors.
That was almost perfect. The length there was just slightly shorter than the previous 2 balls, and the line was a little bit straighter. I can't criticize too much of what he's done on that delivery. I know what he's hunting for. Much better length and slightly better line.
How's that? Second ball of his spell, and the young Jamaican has got the bails flying.
For the second time in this series, I think he's got Henry Nicholls. I think Nicholls was his first wicket in international cricket. Just skid on. And they brought him on outside of the power play because there's more protection with fielders on the boundary, and he delivers straight away. Nicholls goes for 24, 38 for 1.
This one, more of a drag down.
That's straight, that should be out. Yep, Alex Wharf agrees. And straight away, the West Indians have celebrated.
Origin decision out. Pitching in line. Impact in line. Wickets hitting. Alex, stay with your original out decision. Stand by. You are on screen. Make a signal, please.
Laws trumping the appeal. And the West Indians will see the back of Chapman, who departs for 7. It's 50 for 2. Gets it past, short fine. Geese gives chase, but the ball skips across the outfield and goes for 4. Minimal risk, great reward. Chest over that mid-off fielder. He was using his feet, fell victim to that approach in the last match. But Daryl Mitchell wins a mini battle on this occasion.
Yeah, calculated risk. Decided to go for it, use his feet towards vital laws, and had to get the elevation as well.
Moti, can he get a wicket? Can he get a wicket for his team?
Stop it, sorry.
That's a reverse. Boundary well executed, and it's Mitchell.
You see how well he executes the conventional sweep. This time he goes reverse, switch up the hands quickly, head over it, alignment with the eyes, and pick in the gap. Very good reach as well from Daryl Mitchell. We've highlighted that.
Pulled. And he finds the gap. So aggression once more from Young.
So good. It wasn't his best delivery, but the lowness of the bounce stopped Young from being able to control it. He is a wicket taker, vital laws, and he's an energy bunny.
You're not picking him as well. This is what that each-way spin brings. It's a googly. And there you can see at the very end, he had to make the adjustment and couldn't adjust well enough. 3 wickets again for the young man. From one Young to another. Will Young goes for 23, 77 for 3.
But he can leak a few runs, and that's 4 more to the ever-present and evergreen Daryl Mitchell.
I was just wondering how much can he gamble with Chemo Paul? How many runs and consequently how many overs? That's errant and too easy for Mitchell.
Terrific from Carripier, terrific accuracy. He's been terrific all through the season. We've talked about vital laws, but he's been very consistent.
I was just mentioning the defense and trusting it, and this happens. That arm ball from Carripier beaten on the inside edge, bang on target. That delivery has been so difficult for all batters to contend with. And there you see an indication of that. 28 for him, 89 for 4.
So easily done by Tom Latham. Laws will be hoping that's the one back ball for the over.
It's so important that you pounce on these rare loose deliveries. You can't be in such a defensive mindset that when you get this, you just hit it for a single. You've got to put it away for 4.
It's a second full toss for the over. Unfortunately, you'll get that with Vital Law sometimes, but nicely timed by Foxcroft.
Yeah, the timing of these loose deliveries is what will hurt the West Indies with that score and the situation of the game, coming back to try to get a wicket and just releasing the pressure.
This one missed everything. Just a couple of runs. I feel a little hard done by.
Yes.
And that's the end of his spell. 3 for 39, Vital Laws in his spell. It could have been maybe one more.
Wedding. Yes, yes, yes.
And sent back, yeah, a little misfield. Shamar Joseph, and I think he's got Latham and a nice spirit there. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, good to watch. Shamar Joseph always with a big smile too. Very similar to Vital Laws.
Oh, he didn't get him, he just missed him. Dove for cover.
He's just waiting for enough width, enough room to play that shot, and he will consider that to be risk-free. Yeah, deliberate, really is. Just using the pace of that delivery from Moti. Perhaps predicting the line as well. Wonderfully executed by Latham.
Yeah, swept really well, Latham. He's using his crease as well, getting far across that off stump to ensure that he gets it in that fine leg region.
Swept again, will challenge the boundary again. Rutherford does some good work in the deep. They'll have a boundary check, no doubt, because of how close it is to the boundary's edge. And sweep again from Latham.
Yeah, very good execution once more. This time sweeping it down intentionally. Yeah, it looks very close, that initial step to the rope, touching that rope.
One left.
Yeah, it's very close. That left foot seems to have touched the rope just there, and the right foot touching the ball. It's his right foot that makes contact with the ball, not his left hand. But the question is, if that left foot is touching the rope, it's very, very close. So left foot, right foot, look at both. And whether there's contact with the ball concurrently. Very, very close. Four finds the gap, brings up the 50 partnership between these two. And just 2 more needed for the victory. 139 for 4 short, and pulled comfortably in the gap. 139 it is.
Just a couple more runs. That will be victory for New Zealand. They go 2-1 up in this series in conditions that have been very challenging for the batsmen on either side. It is Latham and company who have showed the greatest stamina, endurance and skill, building on what their bowlers have done. And the one Kiwi fan in the ground can celebrate. It is a win by 6 wickets. It means, though, that New Zealand have proven themselves superior, winning by 6 wickets and taking a 2-1 lead in this 5-match series.